Wait for it, right? That first sip in the morning is incredible. Sorry I'm late. It's 5:02 a.m. Having my 5th Degree North coffee. The link is down below so you can order that. It's my favorite coffee. Well, it's not as cold in the house today. I don't know why. I think it was just damp. The other day when I was wearing a hat inside, when it gets cold and damp, I feel it. And I don't know if that's an age thing or what, or if it's a Pennsylvania thing. Growing up in New York, I don't ever remember wearing a hat inside the house. But here I am, I'm just 4 miles outside of Philadelphia. And I'm 2 hours south of New York. I'm from a little more upstate in New York than the city. But I would say at least 6 times a year, I put a hat on inside the house. I get a chill and I just can't shake it. And a lot of times that'll last for a day or two. It's weird. Yesterday, I just couldn't get warm. Could not get warm. I don't know why. I had the heat cranked at the salon too. It was so warm in the salon that the girls were coming into the room, into the Van Gogh room, just to get warm. Now, they weren't coming to see me. They were just coming in to feel the heat from the heater. Hey, look, I got dried fava beans. They're actually really good. I feel like I should be eating them with Chianti. But I enjoy finding alternative sources of protein. And it's interesting how you can find it in different foods. Now, beans, of course, are always a good source of protein. And these are very substantial. They're not crunchy like like the roasted chickpeas. I do love them. But sometimes I feel like it's chewing on a glass marble, and you're going to lose like your teeth and your fillings as a result of eating them. But these fava beans are nice. They roast very nicely. They're crunchy, but they don't give you a brain headache from chewing on them. Remember, I don't even know if they still make them anymore. There was a thing called corn nuts, which probably aren't very good for you. But remember corn nuts? Like, they make your head hurt when you chew on them. I don't like things that cause me pain, I like hot food, I like hot peppers, but I don't want to cry when I eat. Hold on a second, the second sip is coming. There I go again, closing my eyes. I remember I dated a girl, and we would go out to eat, and she would say to me, "Why do you always close your eyes when you take your first bite of something?" Like, we go to a restaurant, and I'm cutting something up, and I take the first forkful, and I just close my eyes for a second. And I just want to taste the food with minimal sensory interruption. I mean, if I could close my eyes and go like this, I would. But that's not really socially acceptable in a restaurant or when you're with another person. So one of my ways of focusing on a flavor is to just close my eyes and fully experience that flavor and its nuances. It sounds like masterpiece theater, right? Like, you don't want to be an asshole when you eat or when you're with someone. So I try to minimize that kind of stuff. Hold on a second. Nice. I find myself in the wintertime having 2 cups of coffee in the morning. in the spring and summer, I should say late fall into winter, it's 2 cups of coffee. And one of the cups is always just regular coffee, because right now I usually have a cup of bulletproof coffee, but I don't fire up the blender at 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning and wake everyone, on the block up. The blender that I have sounds like a jet engine. And I usually blend my bulletproof coffee for 60 seconds. And that would just wake everybody up in the house, whoever happens to be here. So, especially the roommate, don't want to do that. You don't want to wake people up. So I'll have 1 cup of regular coffee, which you usually catch with me during a session like this. And then after the house wakes up, then I fire up the blender. Plus the pets too. I don't want everybody all, like a couple of them just came over and were crunching on their food, but I don't want to wake everything and everybody up. So I have 2 cups of coffee in the fall and winter, maybe just because it's cooler outside. And spring and summer, I'm happy with 1 cup. And then I might have a cup of coffee at work, possibly. Not sure. It all depends if I feel like I want a little more caffeine or... Now, unfortunately, this is one of those things that's fortunate and unfortunate at the same time. The salon that I work at, I have a hair studio inside of a salon. It's separate from the salon area. I call that little separate studio the Van Gogh room. Inside the Van Gogh room is the chill chair. I call it the Van Gogh room because I'm a fan of the artist Vincent van Gogh. I love his work and I have his prints on the walls. So for me, it brings me peace and solace, and it kind of stimulates my creativity when I'm working on someone's hair or a beard. And it allows me as an artist to optimize my environment. It's separate from the salon area. There's 6 chairs out in the salon area. And I'm totally separate, like in the back room, in my own little area. It's very nice. But here's the downside. I'm right next to one of the finest bakeries in the country, called Corpalese Bakery. I think they have 4 of them now, but the original one is in Norristown, Pennsylvania. It used to be a very Italian area. It reminded me of Schenectady, New York. It reminded me of Little Italy at one point, little corner neighborhood stores and people who barely speak English, and Italian feasts and festivals in the summer, and bocce courts everywhere, and tomato plants and pepper plants, which makes me feel at home. That's kind of like whenever I see pepper plants and tomato plants, all of a sudden I just feel like, whew, I feel like I'm at home. I don't know why. But Corpalese Bakery opened up another bakery right next to the salon where I cut hair. So I'm smelling pastries all day. Like whatever, like there's a certain time where they're making like cinnamon buns, and I'm just like, oh, like for me, anything with cinnamon, it's over with. And I got to be careful, obviously, for health reasons. You don't want to just be, I would say 99% of what's in that bakery is made with white flour. I mean, the bread is out of this world, the crusty bread. So when you come sit in the chill chair, please go next door to the bakery. Bring home to your sweetie pie a crusty loaf of bread, beautiful, fresh baked bread, some pastries. You are going to love them. That's my little shout out to Corpalese Bakery. So I get to work, and every now and then I get jonesing. Do you use the word jonesing? That's something that I've been using since the 70s. I start jonesing for like a pastry or a cinnamon bun or something. And so I make a cup of coffee at work, grab a cinnamon bun next door at the bakery, and then before the day starts at the salon, I just sit in the Van Gogh room, have a cup of coffee, have a cinnamon bun or a cinnamon roll or something like that. Or many times I work with people that are so nice, the gals that I work with. If you've seen the picture, I work with a bunch of women, a small bunch of women. It's not as big as the other salon, which was a, how can I put it? That was like a Broadway play, the other salon that I worked at. The drama there, I mean, rivaled anything on Broadway. And salons are known for drama. So like if you're in the hair industry, you know that if you're looking for a job, let's say like you're looking on Craigslist and you see an ad for a stylist, you know, there's always something mentioning, we don't like drama, or we don't have any drama here, or drama queens, please don't apply here, or something like that. Salons are known for their drama. I don't care what anyone says. Not nearly as much as barber shops. So I find, and I'm not a huge fan of like hardcore feminists, male or female. For me, and I know this like split, I wouldn't say it splits my audience down the middle. I'd say 3/4 are more like me and 1/4 is not like me. But I like men to be men and women to be women. I come into work and one of the girls says, "Oh, can I get you a cup of coffee?" Now, I know a hardcore feminist would say, you shouldn't be serving him like that. Why not? Why not? I mean, if your car doesn't, you know, if one of the gals' cars doesn't start, guess who they come to? Right here. Would I be offended? Like, why would you think that me as a man knows what to do with your car? You know, I think gender roles are kind of funny, and the whole gender bending, blurring thing that's been going on for the past couple years is weird. It's just fucking weird. I'm sorry. Excuse my French. It's just weird. And if you got to like argue about like what's male and female, I'm out. Like Kevin O'Leary on Shark Tank, I'm out. You can never ever convince someone. Like, first of all, if I have to convince somebody what it is to be a man, then they're just on a different plane. You're never going to win that argument. And the fact that you have to do that is just friggin' weird in 2017. Give me a fucking break. Seriously. All right. So, and I work in the hair industry. I mean, I work with every single type of person with every single lifestyle you can ever imagine. Okay? I mean, think about it. The hair industry, where the women are women and the men are women. So when a man works in a salon, traditional women, this is my observation, it's not even a judgment or it's not even an interpretation. Traditional women like having a man around. One of the gals said, "I feel safe having you here." I'm like, really? You know, it's not like I'm armed, like with guns and knives and stuff like that. But it seems like a masculine presence balances out the feminine thing inside of a salon. And that's okay. I'm totally okay with that. I love being around women. Love it. It's fun. It's fun. I don't want any trouble or drama or anything like that. I'm not into that whole scene. But I like being around people, and I like being around women. I don't want to live amongst everybody. You know, like I told you, my ideal house would be, you know, I would love to live in a house that you can't see from the road. And I love solitude. Love solitude. If I want action, I go to where the action is. I don't want to live amongst the action. So I'm an introvert with extrovert tendencies. Are you like that? I can step up to the plate. I can, when I'm out in public, I have game. That's not an issue for me. But my normal default mode, not Depeche Mode, my default mode, it really is introvert, quiet, reading, having a cup of coffee. There's times where I cut people's hair and there's 3 words that are exchanged. Please, thank you, see you next time. And that's okay by me. That's totally okay. And if not, that's all right too. But I love working with women. I'll walk in. Oh, can I make you a cup of coffee? You want cream in that? Yes. That'd be great. Thank you very much. And it's people just doing things for each other, not keeping score or anything like that. And that's what I like. It's really nice. Zero drama. Just, who the heck wants to work in a Broadway play? I don't. So when I interviewed salons, there were some that I liked, there were some that I didn't like. And I don't know what it is. Sometimes you walk into some places and they're just snooty. What the hell is it? Here's my thing. If you have a business, you need to be the friendliest person on that damn street. And I contend, friendliest person in the world when you have a business. There should be zero snootiness to fellow workers or with customers. And in the hair industry, there's a whole weird look down your nose at people thing. And I never understood that. Because every dollar that I make comes from strangers. Every dollar that I make comes from people, or initially comes from people that I don't know. So why wouldn't I bend over backwards and be nice and gentle and complimentary and caring about the people who sit in my chair and also the people that I work with? I don't want to have any rivalry. My God, life is way too short for that. Excuse me a second. The coffee waits for nobody. All right, I'm going to let you go now. I got to get ready. I'm guessing it's probably close to 5:30 by now. Have a great day. Be excellent in all you do. Move the ball down the field. Move forward 1 notch today. Make $1 extra today. $1 extra today. Make $5 extra this week. Create 1 new product. Sell 1 new thing. I don't want to be screaming at you in the morning. And this is the most energetic you'll probably ever see me at 5 o'clock in the morning. I do ramp up as the day goes on, though. But as soon as the sun starts to make everything a little bit lighter, it's as dark as midnight out there right now. As soon as it gets a little bit lighter and I hear stirring in the house, I'll make my bulletproof coffee, take a shower, get dressed, get myself to work. Have a great day. I'm going to have a great day. I don't wait till the end of the day and look back, and then say, I had a good day or I had a bad day. I start out my morning right here in the cozy nook with the prediction and the plan to have a great day every single day. I rarely have a, well, we'll see what happens attitude. It's going to be a great day today. It's going to be a great day today. I say that all the time in this household. It's going to be a great day today. People look at me and they're like, really? I'm like, absolutely. Never be a victim of the day or of the news. Create your own happiness. All right, let me go with my fava beans. Have a fantastic day. Thanks for spending time with me. I truly appreciate it. I really do. And be excellent. Take care.